here 15 minutes together. All the drivers, all the signs, we're going to walk to the curbside. We're waiting for another 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to leave from here. Guys, hold on a minute. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? When do we want it? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Go to the curbside, please. What do we want? When do we want it? When do we want it? What do we want? When do you want it?
Right now!
What do you want?
Curbside!
When do you want it?
Right now!
What do you want?
Curbside!
When do you want it?
Right now!
What do you want? What do you All right.
Was the cab drivers in their cabs, the true ambassadors of the city. Yes, folks, when customers arrive to our city for the first time, we are their first impression and the true hospitality of our city. The cab driver is the face of Los Angeles, courteous and professional. We are the real ambassadors. So now, I'm going to ask
What do you want? What do you want? When do you want it? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? When do you want it? What do you want? What do you want?
Hey, so this is the last stop.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? When do you want it? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
there's going to be Sam Geldy from United Independent Taxi Cab. Sam?
Good morning, guys. My name is Sam Geldy. I don't have written a speech, but whatever I'm saying, God, I'm going to say from my heart. The message of today's and rally and peaceful talk is we want to get in. There are over 5,000 drivers and getting out of job. Most of these drivers, they're over 50, 60 years. They cannot have any other career. They do not have any other skill. They go another job. And most of them, they have family, they have kids in college, they have mortgage. If the politicians do not help us at this time, especially Mr. Mayor and City Council, and especially the Taxi Commissioner Council, and especially the LAVA, if they do not let us get in, I'm going to tell you as a record here, to the reporter, to the public, as a record, we will die. The cab company, all the taxi cab company, it would be a dinosaur company. We really need help at this time. We even need the help of the public. Pick up the phone and ask their politician what's happening for 5,000 drivers. They spend over 5 decades service the city of Los Angeles. My point is here, I just want to let you know and to bring them to the mayor attention. If we go to the LAX looks like UberX. All over the airport is a sign of the Uber. Even those buses bringing the people to the point, all the buses says Uber downtown, Uber LAX, Uber around the hotel, Uber all over. The customer getting inside this bus is free. They think this is Uber giving a free ride to the point. When they come over there, they go directly to Uber. But pretty soon, I'm afraid to say, the Uber sat down on the side of the bus and going to grave of taxi industry, Uber. This is exactly going to happen. We need your help to pass our message to the public, please. It looks like we have been sold out to the Uber, exactly. So far, we had 4 or 5 rallies. Still, no one got our motion. Please send our message to the public and the politician. We need to get in. If we do not get in, we will die. Thank you, guys.
Taxi driver.
Right now I'm going to ask Martin Manukia, president of Yellow Cab, to say a few words.
Hello everyone, I'll make it short and precise, kind of target points. This taxi IT lot is not a success. Passengers are complaining and the airport is ignoring them. The airport spends more money for this lot and the passengers hate this lot. We are losing passengers because they are going to block car services, which makes them pay even more to be able to pick up at the curbside. We are losing our livelihoods and the city looks terrible in the process. The taxi industry is suffering because Lava is unresponsive to its passengers. We demand to be put back where the customers need us. We demand to be at the baggage claim curbside. For the airport to require people in wheelchairs, seniors, and large families to take shuttle to the taxi is outrageous. Our customers are complaining all the time. The airport is wrong that this is a traffic issue. We didn't cause the traffic, Uber and Lyft did. We don't cause enough traffic to even be a problem. We always obey the law. Uber and Lyft always broke the law. Now we are getting punished for their law breaking. It is now time for city council members to act on this issue to solve our problems as well as to solve for their supporters, voters, and the public in general. Thank you.
Kamo Sograbians, from the president of Independent Taxi Owners Association. After Kamo, I will ask you if you have any questions.
Hello, my name is Kamo Sograbians. I'm the president of Independent Cab. And this is a plea to the Lava and Mr. Mayor. Please help the drivers. Please help the companies. Otherwise, you won't see a taxi company operating in the Los Angeles soon. This is chokehold. Please ease it up. We are under severe regulations. We are dying. help our drivers, please. Thank you.
Your next speaker is going to be Paul Singh from LA Drivers Council. Paul, he is the architect. He's the driver, architect, and the leader of this movement. So Paul, please.
What's your last name, Paul?
Singh. My name is Paul Singh, S-I-N-G-H. That's the last name. Reason we're gathering here, we've been kicked out from inside terminal to outside exit lot. Reason, airport and LAWA claiming. They're claiming 3% is, the reason is for traffic. The 3% taxi traffic, we've been kicked out. Rental bus, shuttle buses, and airport buses, 9%. They're still working inside. The limo, town car, and prime service, 10% traffic, but they're still working inside. Uber and Lyft, 30 plus, but they're working on both sides, inside and outside. LAX engineer create this problem. We never had that issues before this Uber and Lyft. We were always inside. We never had issues from airport. All this problem started since this Uber and Lyft started. All the traffic, one taxi, 100 Uber and Lyft coming inside. We never had that issues, like I said before. Taxis always been inside the terminal. Not only in LA, around the world, around the United States, every single airport, taxis on the curbside, but we've been kicked out, even though we're 3%. Taxi driver has to go through. Taxi drivers has to go through for all those services. They have to go through the DOT permit, they have to go for LA permit, they have to go for anti-LA bandit enforcement, they have to go through AAA inspection, they have to go for LA fingerprinting, drug test, and etc. dues. But still, they've been kicked out. LA taxi drivers are professional. Taxi driver service, they service elderly people, they service people with the heavy luggage, big luggage, disabled people, people with a guide dog, people with no credit card, people with no smartphone. Driver are professionals. All this chaos, even though Los Angeles taxi by the DOT, Department of Transportation, and LA Airport, they're making chaos for the driver. They have to go through all those they've been forced to pay for one nationwide insurance company, which is only one insurance company. They've been forced. Uber, Lyft, and Town Cars, they're not. They can go with any insurance company except taxi. Taxi being forced. But still, even though they get all those licenses, they're still not allowed to work in all over Los Angeles. They, West Hollywood, West Hollywood, Culver City, Santa Monica, San Fernando Valley, Beverly Hills, they still have to go permit. How many permits does this driver need it? They've been forcing every single thing. Department of Transportation and LA are forcing driver to become homeless. I don't understand that. How many permits do we need it to work? Entire world, not only Los Angeles. Like I say, I'm going to repeat myself. Only LAX airport is not having a curb service. Every single airport in the United States has a curb service. I don't understand that. Why do we treat it this way? I'm requesting Mayor Garcetti, please help taxi driver. Don't let them become homeless. Because in the situation right now, we have too many homeless. We don't want another 5,000 family to become homeless. So council member and Mayor Garcetti, please help a cab driver to bring them back to the curb service. I appreciate it, and thank you, and God bless America, and good luck for the taxis.
Association of Los Angeles. Leon, you want to give me 2 more times? 2 more times. I have so much stuff. I just
SLO.
A little bit louder.
VIC. SLO. Victor IC. So, as my friends have pointed out, we're experiencing an existential problem. We're fighting for our survival. We have lost, according to LA DOT, 77% of our business in the city of Los Angeles. And now we have lost 75% of our business in the airport. The taxi industry cannot survive with this kind of losses. Something needs to change. we did not cause the congestion problem at the airport. According to airport's numbers that justified the removal of taxis from the curbside service, Uber and Lyft made up 25% of overall traffic. By October of last year, when we held our first press conference and a rally here at the holding lot, that number, we were told, went up to 28%. But the data on Lava's website says that by September of last year, Uber and Lyft made up 30.4% of overall traffic. All of that traffic was concentrated on one level, which is less than half of the travel lanes inside the airport, which means they made up more than 50 or 60% of traffic on that one particular level. But Lava's misrepresentations didn't stop there. They claimed that taxi cabs took up 18.5% of curbside at LAX. Well, we only use inside terminal curbside, which is 1/4 of the total curbside at the airport. They said that the space we're taking up is disproportionate. When you take into account that it's only 1/4 of the curbside, the space we take is exactly proportional to the number of vehicles. As Paul has pointed out, the rent-a-car shuttles take up around 9% of the traffic inside the airport when you take the vehicle size into account, and the limousines take up, according to their September last year data, nearly 5%. The point here is simple. There was never a justifiable reason to remove taxi stands from LAX. Neither the construction nor the misleading statistics or the fact that Lava continues to ignore comprehensive engineering proposal submitted by the taxi companies is anything other than a ruse. I hope that when you leave this holding lot, which is the last straw that sustains thousands of hardworking, law-abiding, mostly immigrant taxi drivers, you will do your due diligence and hold Lava's feet to the fire and thoroughly vet the information that almost certainly they will provide you, once again designed to rationalize, obfuscate, and mislead from what is obvious. Taxi cabs are not responsible for the worsening congestion, nor should they be made the scapegoats at the altar of political expediency. We provide a far safer, most efficient, highly regulated, accountable, and convenient transportation, which many people want, and some, like elderly and disabled, find indispensable. We hope that you will give the public a chance to weigh in this issue by letting them know about our online petition so that they can have a say in what happens at LAX and to this industry and the men and women and their families that rely on it. The last thing I will say is that the longer it takes to restore taxi cab service, the more desperate, angrier, and more determined the drivers will become. I really, really hope that it will not take anything like the tragic deaths of drivers in New York for Lava and the city to finally wake up and find the courage to do the right thing. Thank you.